500 alts to make it seem like there's like 50,000 people on here when there's only just like 10 retards. I hope that one day I can be popular and have these 10 retards look up to me on here. I desperately need these retards' approval on here. I need to be seen as a celebrity among disabled people. So I hope one day I can acquire the same status. It's an honor and a privilege to be here with these two if they're actual celebrities. Hmm. There's a lot of wisdom in sitting and meditating alone and collecting your thoughts and just reflecting on the universe without any interruptions. Either that or drooling out of the side of your mouth from heroin addiction, or so, I don't know what's happening, but but it's good. Yeah, it's mm. Are you here, Morgan Mode? Or did your Barbie doll daddy give you instructions not to speak or say anything? And I really do appreciate the time that you possibly maybe spent with me playing those games recently without anybody knowing. I won't tell anybody.
I'm a weird British man. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming. They can't record us as easily if you have music on. If you can even hear my music, I have a new audio setup now.
You have to. Voices in my head are telling me things to I mean, is it really necessary to have 78 cameras on one gopher in like a National Geographic? Why can't we just have like 7 or 8 cameras?
You know, I don't know. Ask my dying parents.
How many cameras are on them?
Apparently, it's irrelevant.
That is a big deal, yeah, I would say so. It's probably a good idea to log off and try to take care of them and spend time with them if they're about to die.
I don't live with them.
Oh. Well, I hope you're self-sufficient and
If that's what you are inferring. How old are your dying old toothless? Yes, they are. You're just completely out of it. Okay.
it was quite interesting. Recently, I had a female at another location, another place, really upset with me that I was talking about her dog, and then sending her funny videos and stuff about dogs getting shot and whatnot, and how if I get attacked by a dog, I'm going to like defend myself. Like there was one time where I was at a place and a German Shepherd, dogs to get to know you, the dog has to, wants to sniff your ball sack and sniff your butthole and sniff all these things to like get to know your scent and whatever. Well, I wasn't having it. I wasn't letting this German Shepherd sniff my ball sack. So, because in my head, I'm like, if it gets its mouth close to my ball sack, like if it wants to, it can take a good bite if it wants it. I'm not going to risk that.
You have to play music in the background too.
And so, so basically, yeah. Mm, yeah. Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
basically, oh, well, basically, this German Shepherd decided to get really aggressive on me, and it started to like attack me, and I let it bite my arm. It was gonna bite me anyway, so I just let it bite my arm. And it like sunk its teeth
This
into
is
my
this is
arm.
where Lolly's been for the past 3 months. In jail after a dog bite.
Yeah, and etc. And possibly maybe. And so basically, this
Hmm.
dog bit
Hmm.
me, and in order to prevent this dog from like this dog wouldn't let go. So I luckily there was like a water fountain nearby, and I dunked this dog's head into the water fountain. And obviously the dog needs to breathe, so it has to let go. So it lets go. Right as it lets go, I grab the dog by the back of its head. Because it's like it can't hurt me with its paws or anything, right? So
Hmm.
so I take it and I dunk its head into the water fountain because I want it
Again.
to suffer. I want the dog to suffer
Hmm.
because I want the dog to know that it's my bitch and it belongs to me now. So that if I do let it go, it's not going to try to attack me again. I would have otherwise I would have just let it go. So I keep dunking its head into the fountain and it can't breathe, and I lift it up and I dunk its head back into the fountain and it can't breathe, and I lift it up and I keep doing it like 7 times until I start hearing it like whimpering for help. Like until I'm satisfied that it knows that it's my bitch. It belongs to me. And right as I'm doing that, the owner shows up and starts cussing me out, like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I snap straight back at the owner. I'm like, "You freaking bitch! The audacity of you to yell
Little
at me?
woman.
Yeah, you freaking retarded bitch! Look at my arm. My arm is bleeding. You stupid bitch." Why
Mhm.
don't you keep your dog? You're lucky I didn't shank your dog and cut him open from his ball sack to his freaking throat.
Bah.
So, you know,
This is a real story.
so yeah, I got the message. I'm not gonna,
And then you French kissed the dog.
you know, so
Mm,
so so basically, I mean,
mm,
after I make the dog my bitch, I kind of like after I own it, I'm like, yeah, I kind of do want to like give it a little kiss, to let it know
yeah.
that
Okay.
hey, everything's gonna be. But I didn't kiss it because there was blood everywhere and everything, and
And that's
screaming
how
blood
you got
everywhere.
all your money.
Yeah, and so that
You shoot him.
yeah, so they went off and stuff, and and basically,
And what happened? Well,
I'm
you I mean
glad
you
you
already
asked.
told. You already
I'm glad you
okay.
asked what happens next, because then what happens next is basically the dog, they went off and they did their thing, but this other girl that was talking to me about her dog,
Mhm.
she's like, "Oh, you son of a bitch, Lolly, how dare you send me messages of dogs getting shot and stuff." And but the interesting thing is, I was just trying to be like, because her dog is dying and her dog's old and dying, and so
Mhm.
she messages me today or yesterday, or I think early today, and she's like, calls me, and she's just bawling her eyes out. She's like, "Well, I made fun of you and was mad at you that you were making fun of like dogs and stuff, but I know you actually care, and so my dog just passed away in my arms, and I didn't. I'm so heartbroken. I need someone to talk to, and you're the one person I trust more than ever to talk to." And I'm like consoling her and saying it's okay, everything's okay, death is coming for all of us, everyone's gonna die. That's the difficulty with owning a
Mm.
pet because pets have a short lifespan compared to us. They live for like 10 years and it's like hard, on your heart and stuff. That's why I don't like to have pets because I care for them and then you know,
Dunk
and I
their
was making
head.
and as I was consoling her, I was thinking to myself, huh, the irony. One day these freaking bipolar bitches and faggots are yelling at me, and the next minute they're like calling me for help and asking me to like all this freaking retardation. I mean, I'm like, and I do it because I'm trying to be from the kindness of my heart, from the kindness of my Barbie doll's heart. I cater to these retarded bitches and faggots, delusional bipolar dumbasses. I do it anyways. I do it anyways because on the day of judgment, I'm going to be answerable. Someone here has to do things correctly,
Like you
not me.
might dunk everybody's head.
Yeah, I'm sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to dunk people's heads into the fountain and pull it out and dunk it in and pull it out and dunk it in. You have to, you know?
Mhm. Well,
It's
that's a
good.
cool story. I mean, I wasn't here. I didn't hear the whole thing, but you know,
Yeah, yeah.
it's funny.
You have to, dude. It's dude, have you seen the teeth on a German Shepherd? If that dog bites if it gets into your neck, you're dead.
Mhm. And it gets worse than that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't care what the girl thinks.
Like if it gets your hand, like if a
No.
pit bull who has a stronger bite force gets your hand like 3 times, it's like your hand starts to, you know.
Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Well, this is the dilemma that I'm having. I mean, there's right now I'm not even on. I mean, possibly maybe I'm not even on here. Possibly maybe, and I'm on other places, and I have right now one girl. I think two girls now in particular are absolutely losing their mind. They're calling all their little hacker friends to try to like hack me and kick me off the internet and do all this stuff to me, and because I don't know what the issue. I don't know. I guess they just like me so much. They want me to think about them so much constantly that they're just trying to get me to like play these little hacker games and do all this nonsense. And I mean, it's literally happening right now. They're like sending me like friend requests and making like a bunch of Discord alts and sending sending me messages on one pretending to be a guy and like friend requesting me on another one, and like just like 5 minutes ago they tried to kick me off the internet. Which is what that was back there, possibly. Why even? Well, what this girl, she's really cute. I mean, she did all kinds of. We spent so much time chatting, so much time like having conversations and doing all kinds of silly chatter stuff on Discord and WhatsApp and Twitter and Snapchat and all kinds of and she just like, oh, I like you. I don't know what it is. I just something about you. I just like you so much, but I've been married one time already and it didn't go so well. And yeah, married already, and this and abuse this and this and all this. And the last person I was in naughty with, and he's stalking me and messing with me constantly and everything. And then he threatened to like dox and swap my house and boss and whatever. And so now I found a group of hacker friends from like the hacker scene. She calls it the hacker scene. And they found this information and they tried to like do all this kind of stuff and everything. And and I'm like, and I'm telling her like, why the hell do you care about the hacker scene and packer scene and freaking blacker scene or whatever the hell all this crap is? Why don't you just freaking relax and the hell are you the hell are you going on about? So so yeah. Yeah, I said there's a bunch of freaking script kiddies, hardcore Googlers on freaking doing all these. You're over here. What? And I'm waiting to see. I'm trying to see. Like she likes me so much, but the thing that triggers her is I delete my messages on deleted all my messages on, and that really just something about that just pisses her off like horribly. And so I keep doing it, because I want to. Well, that's the thing. Well, you have these people telling her about the hacker scene and all this kind of stuff, and she's molesting, SWAT this and blah 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 this, and so she's all paranoid. And I guess she's never come across someone who doesn't give us two shits about any of that, and so she's scared of me as a result. so, so, so,
And accordance.
you know, yeah, exactly. It's difficult because I mean, and she keeps barking orders at me, like, don't ever delete your messages. And I'm like, bitch, no, you don't get to tell me what to do. You're gonna make me delete my messages even more. What the hell you think this is? The hell you? Yeah, tell me. And in the middle of us like fighting, she's like, this is. I'm crying right now. This is just. I hate the way this is going, and I'm like, well, you know what? I mean, I don't like the way this is going too, because I would have liked to talk with you more. And but I mean, but I mean, but I mean, you want to? I don't know. I don't know. And I say the only thing I'm sorry for, I told her, I'm not apologizing for anything. The only thing I'm sorry for is that you've had to deal with these retards in the past that's made you delusional. I don't know what they've done to you, but it's fortunate that you know. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you got to get it together, sweetie. Trying to have a conversation with you, and it's turning it. it's it's turning into a whole other life or death situation. Everywhere I go, it's like it becomes like a life or death situation here. I don't know what the hell's going on. I
I ordered something from China like a month ago, the month of 3, and I'm looking at the tracking number. It says July 14th. Estimated delivery July 14th. Only on other people's YouTubes. Yes, yes, yes. What kind of drugs do you do? Who are you? And like, why are you bothering me? Okay, okay. Are you recording me for YouTube? Me and Morgan. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter because no one knows who you are. Well, I don't. So like you could record anyone you want. Whatever. I have my music on and protects me. You know. Yes, I'm safe. But he can still record you. Only if he turns me down and then. Oh yeah. Well, he can still do it anyway if he wants to like edit all afternoon. But when if like I keep talking, it would be hard to edit out. And it doesn't matter. Doesn't it not matter, or it still does matter if you don't? You're not making money doing it.
some people are not motivated by money at all. I don't think. Possibly, maybe.
Yeah, and then they just put. They don't care if there's. I mean, I still think there's copyright issues. You can't.
Mm.
Not
I
like
mean,
you're mad. I mean, there's nothing too interesting here, but
well, I have a
doesn't
question.
stop people.
I mean, if they get copyrighted or whatever it is that these YouTuber celebrities do, can't they just make a new YouTube account?
Yeah, but the video will be gone eventually. I mean, if you keep putting the copyrighted stuff up.
And then but they could just give the YouTube video to like 100 other people, and they can upload it on like 500 other YouTube channels, and then the person's gonna have to sit there and try to like
Yeah, but it's
attack.
barely worth doing even once. I mean, there's no real good content like or somebody sitting in a fucking video game.
Have you done this before? Have you tried to like get videos taken down and stuff and things like that?
No, but I'm pretty lost in the universe. I mean, there's nobody following me and recording me except this guy. I didn't do shit to Harrison or his channel.
That's what I heard too, I guess. I heard that you Telephone were the one that was that took down some other person's channel or something. I don't know.
No, I heard Harrison's channel got taken down, but I didn't hear why, and I have no idea why, and I don't know what happened, and I don't really care. I mean, sure you know, it wasn't me.
If you did, you're probably like a mastermind of some kind.
Yeah, yeah, like, oh, what would I do? Report him for what?
Just
Oh, well, good. Well, no, I heard you talking about people recording me and working, and I'm like, oh, this is like it's just the one thing, and like I could deal with okay, so I'm like in isolation here, and like there's 40 people over at Scunners that are like laughing at us. I could deal with that. I'm very mature. I'm barely here. It's like I dealt with worse than that. Like. And then like I just like I hear people talking here. Oh, and I come and I listen, and they're like, oh, they're recording you and Morgan. It's like, jeez, like why is this every day? You know,
Mm.
like there couldn't have been anything more annoying. So
Well,
like, let me get my heads out, and I'm gonna come over here and like fight these people.